how are you feeling physically, and what has the last year been like for you?
Um, I feel great physically. I mean, I feel like I did when I came in freshman year, totally healthy. And last year just been battling through adversity, trying to get back on the field.
What was kind of the some of the toughest parts that you faced during the last year?
Um, Seeing how I was going to do the medical stuff, and then getting in shape, back in shape to play football.
All right, appreciate it, man.
Our next question is going to come from Jacob Unruh of the Oklahoman. Go ahead, Jacob.
Calvin, how's it going, man? It's a long time no see.
It's going good.
Good. Hey, I was kind of curious. How extensive was your injury?
You said how serious was it?
Yeah, how extensive? Yeah, it's serious. Yeah.
I guess it just depends on what doctor you go to. Honestly.
Okay.
Everybody that was telling me, they said it was a big deal and you shouldn't play football. But I went to a great doctor and he fixed it. But I mean, people shy away from back surgery, but I guess mine turned out good. So
How many doctors did you go to?
probably seen about in the last year, I probably 7, 8 doctors, but I finally found one at the end.
So you did have surgery. So how stressful was this as you're trying to find a way to extend your career when some doctors are saying not to?
It was really stressful, and yeah, it was hard.
Well, then, and finally, what does it mean to be back on the field then? Now that you look like you're explosive from everything everyone says and pictures and stuff, what does it feel to be back out there?
It feels great. I mean, it feels good to just put everything at rest and prove I'm the best. I feel like I came back better than last time, a better player this year.
Awesome. Thanks, Calvin.
If anybody else has a question for Calvin, please click raise hand. Our next question comes from Scott Wright of the Oklahoman. Go ahead, Scott.
Calvin, what kind of feel do you have for what your role is going to be in this group of linebackers that has so much experience?
I have no idea. I think coming into it, the coaches really didn't know I was going to be back, and so they didn't know if I was even going to be able to play. But I came back a better player, so I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how it's going to go.
At what point did you sort of realize that you were back to that level that you had been and surpassed it?
Because before I even messed up my back was messed up before that. And so I never really played fully healthy, but I didn't know I wasn't healthy. So now it's just a big difference.
All right. Thanks, man.
Our next question comes from Chris Becker of the Oakley. Go ahead, Chris.
Hey, Calvin, how you doing?
Doing pretty good.
With all this extra COVID-19 precautions and all that with traveling, how are you feeling about traveling with the team? And, you know, what are your expectations for that?
I'm not concerned at all with COVID, traveling with the team. I'm ready to go to war, play football, and move on about my business.
And, you know, with these limited people on the sideline, you know, how is that going to impact your game day experience at all?
No, I got business to handle.
Thank you, Calvin.
No problem.
Back to Jacob Unruh from the Oklahoman. Go ahead, Jacob.
Calvin, I'm kind of curious, watching from afar last year, what did you think of the play of the linebackers, Malcolm and Amon and Harper and guys like that?
I thought they had to be thrown in the fire. So I think last year, pretty dismal. But this year, the performance will be better, I think.
What do you think of, you know, another Santa Fe guy, Trace Ford, too, watching him kind of explode?
I think he's going to be great. I think he has a lot of talent, and I don't really see his ceiling at all right now. So he's gonna keep getting better.
Thanks, Calvin.
All right, down to our last couple questions. Our next question is going to come from Frank Bonner of the Tulsa World. Go ahead, Frank.
Hey Calvin, how are you?
Pretty good.
You know, a lot of people on your side of the ball are excited about what you guys can accomplish this year. How exciting is it with your return and you just looking at all the weapons you guys have defensively and the confidence that you guys have heading into this year?
It just falls right into winning the Big 12 championship, playoffs, whatever we're gonna do. I feel like we can beat anybody, honestly.
Now, what are your thoughts on the, you know, pushing back the Tulsa game and getting this extra week to prepare? Do you think the extra week for prepare helped you out, or would you have preferred to go ahead and play this weekend?
I prefer to go ahead and play.
Appreciate it.
All right, Calvin, our final question is going to come from Jason Elmquist of the Stillwater News Press. Go ahead, Jason.
Hey, Calvin. From a lot of athletes, we hear stuff like, you know, being away from your sport for so long due to injury that you get either rejuvenized about the sport or you miss the sport. What just the mindset of being away from that? How have you maybe gained a new love for the sport?
Yeah, it convinced me that this is what I want to do until I can't do it anymore. I want to play football, so I put everything into football now. Like, I know what I want to do now, play football.
And obviously going through 6 or 7 doctors, I'm sure your family had to go through that with you. How influential and how supportive was the family in trying to get you to this point where you can get back onto the field?
They were supportive. I know even my family, though, had their doubts, so I'm ready to just prove everyone wrong.